3.1 final point Juma Day. So it's 5 minutes after 7. Thursday, June 19, 2025. Indeed. Ye besa e nyame din mu. Anumre bia a wotie ye free. Bia fidie dru. Ye mo akwaba. Mo akwaba biem. Asa mo akwaba biem. And China out and now you aka London and you may move him and you may there you may what here when you are London and near the energy guy also the buyer. I asked by any day Kakariano suppose we move him and also the buyer. Yes, you have to say final points. The prince and on Crombe Bonnie Bacho. Ye Ghana and some and some dozen. There were dollar and some room, one people in some room, or a binary in some room. There were Israel, Iran, the whole same room. You are born a Sabedeno, you be BM at the Guhamo. So, who pay interviews prior to the Pacho, and if you be catching no, you're much than you be sending more good hand anyway. In a union over 60 MPs out of 88 MPs, you know. Akwakoshia, the former vice president, Dr. Baumia, Yakochiano, and the Enshira Akotenechi, Sanetiana, Osre Kama, Oshio Mukama, pictures is Sukama, defending so Bakama. A party in a way they say. And what you know, when you for Canada in Japan, so former MCE, Makoma, more than 200, almost all Kwakushia. And also no more than come on. And the big question is, the president no Mukoshia Baumia, no Muna Betra Bama Baumiana. Over 200 former DCs, MCs, mayors, no Mukoshia Canada, Japan, no Muna, also Betra Bama. Yes, and Sebe, Emina Maker. And Rasa Uti here, the acting chair, Edema MPP Amayukuno, Chama Smith, Dankwa Buti, aka Chama Buti, and also Okasai, the one you have to have more. So, we need Alcasset Yao Yonko, Edibe Yawono. I do chum Crawford away. Brian Champion Crawford away. Yeah, dear Patrick Yabuama. I then I won't choke it. Yesika. But what is a Kwabena Japan Casa? Or see, Yaman for Casa propose on the course there be a yes and Okano. You bet you money. Said the Okano Pepe. You bet you from a Ghana 40 as here. 24p, you need to work be 1pp move or Makasa. Almost see where Yanti be there. But more benefit or more benefit in it, more defend this say, yeah, sanity here. Maybe I will be there, no way defending. We'll be catching the day crazy. I'm here, Kwama, Dr. Baumio. Well, minimum dear, you be the home come on. Live on top 103.1. Final point is when here. Lavon, Tomato Mix, Life Caregivers, the Dimafo Heba Center, Masada Mineral Water, and some spices. The Roman Edijuma de Abraham, non create best. My name is Kwabena Owusu, the governor. I was Said Mohammed, I'm executive producer, Philip Akona, and the deputy, Dako Emmanuel. Say Wabalono. Obolono. Say a contract to you. Our boy Juma this week. Why are they? From last week, last 2 weeks in boy Juma sa. I say Wabalono. My name is Owusu, the governor. Mr. William Kusi. Anakwesi, we didn't kwesi anakwesi.
na no me di masa
ye kwesi
papa
ye de here kwesi ana kwesi
yeah kwesi
buafo kwesi buafo Brawley o say friend say Bill
Clinton so be tia friend buafo
net say
ya me ado Owusu
ne me ko share we binti me share da hu
na dem say o show you park point yen ne so
a surprise interview so
na sister call Dr. Baomia habim say 24
be say 24
ebi si 12 we na bro 12
ebi so say 30
ebi si 30
na kind of normal say
kind of 200 from MMDC
200 pp
and also dem say and they be dispute you say from MMDC 200 and dem say ebi me say and am for say Dr. Baomia meet asro for no can you see meet grassroots for no you know say from DCs ni MMDCs no am ko share ken
ke say ayo no
me da me say me Owusu me say 19th na be chiri bibia no but system no kwa no why show say system no abuti ma at about Dr. Baomia
system no mo kan de me ngini omo yes 88 80 show Brene champion omo na wo ho
on say but is nipa na so you know say nipa obviously is your customer the OPK
yes
on the MP
ndiye fan is
on Brian ni omo
OPK free omo ye 2 sticker free what does it and
ebi free Mavis cancer body say last can Japan ko na year
it doesn't mean say what but minim say I abno say asare atiwa so okọ ken ho
minim da kokuko ati so ken ho kokuko ati oboase also ken ho
kokuko ati so da so ye
da so ye oboase east or so ken ho no mo
it is what it be free ma abia 50 ne 60 afenyo markets dey ye share dem hu
afenyo there once afenyo is torn between welcome high place because afenyo is ken body na kwala no me na kwala no
ma me kan mi say wase but afenyo decision no won I know what you. But
once last year we kon kra no once one this o kan so gbe ha me
wanye
obi na give anything
one kan me bet me decide so onto
me ba bi obeto akọ me say ba bi obeto akọ because me ba bi obeto akọ
enti
especially now we need power no first of all more power in dia na na you to influence no on this side
enti this so person your lawyer or pa dia
obeto maken we can your body like only can here
e be ye den
say yes
maybe I mean who
no say Katie Yamo say no oyem say we say me obeto maken
that time
because keke on say nipa bi ho mo make na nanti ache
yeah
omo nyama nanti ache
say no na nko mutim bie mu e ma all former MPs
e betu bie
na ka say
one of the Kwabena Japan proposals now o ka say omo ka say omo nto presidential no ntem based on certain conditions former MPs former DCs former police station officers former elders now we are not a patron or constituency and I say constituency no be about former ambassador be mo need to be family members or more tiase
ma min break here dey we wa so say metenase bia person min break unim eno na make asem bia tro ma dua maso sa just last week and last 2 weeks to 3 weeks enkrofobia ka so mo ye survey
okay
e wo MPP delegates nimu eti o mo fra mi gina no mo fra delegate ba ko oye me body ansana delegate ba ko no so menene nam pa so ba be kire me say number bi afre no o mo so mo ye survey e wo MPP mu na obeto Baomia ne ye friend ne say Kennedy o mo yisi say nipa 2 no ene de ye survey no na bright ye friend say
bright champion ma
nka ho
adutu mu
nka ho
o ma ka no so ma
so mo yisi say di 2 we ena omo a ye friend say omo koto sa aba no sa delegate Baomia wini
yes
eti obi otuma Baomia bi aka say mo miensan fa Baomia nko second term
okay
do you get it
yes
yen fa Baomia nye de enko second so just after that survey no mu say if they maintain this delegate at the Baomia will win
until we push
sadia yen ko pushi na yen fa ye friend say so that survey ni ba bonten no omu just so omu system na ma for do because enke be surprise krum here se nkomo ka say omu koto afri down ho I bet you nka Brene champion will win this election
but also me
one who see to the stand say from ko de omu be wremu
so me say general no say meto betumi abaso me nya sure me see July 19th will determine everything because Mismo who metie Dr. China so Dr. China Dr. Agyemang national treasurer no so ka say amount for mo ka say beto aba no so ka say top weapon na o mo kan enya adwuma na enya nipa be enti de mo kan ase so ni say national also neck member so onu take onu articulate
metie China right
yes
metie OPK
OPK is going to formally petition the neck for
me say when we say for we won
but o say answer the TTS answer no more ya give say ase ye nche bia na expert na na kufa do ho na no mre party
na wom ye ko tamale mu ko bi
there man ko bi ba bete ho sempa
me de ma witness pa
na Kwabena Japan na afoko ba
Japan wini ye afoko e wini ye and say John
yes there was Kwabena Japan to say and that election here was sponsored by Kwabena Japan is it Japan that filter all the bill
that one there
that's my information
and na sa batwo no na your friend say we yahye we pure
Kwabena Japan so konya ase so no pico konya accident
sa
yes
it you be wramu na ye na ehu sa de na de Fredo wa ko sa we say ni and me hwe de course was stadium mo that are not share and you that time na who want people for say nipa that time they say we have a man no mo won crofo no enye na papo no mo
ababa we need to tell kra
enye me ni papo no mo
ja to tell kra
enye miracles no mo it is a sankrofo we and na eduere ni mi if sankrofo bi etimi petition neck ama mo mafia Kwabena Japan na afoko ama haja fatinum de prayer motiko ama ni kokota nkosi aga sika be na afoko ni Kwabena Japan e ba party no mo mrade na no
the party
they couldn't tend
as obi a party nda na koma so no matter how situation come in na so Kwabena Japan kasa who say party nda na koma so
what you say they couldn't tend
I think they should tread cautiously because as among ya na Oma Jomudi said don't be some ya no yes na apart be san ba o because excuse your mama say ya kwotro aba ntema ebe ma unity aba na enye no kore
ma menchia me boss ba Kofi do Lawson bo obedu akra ho say friend na RS
okay original
okay Kofi wo na no ho fe no ba nim say no still a ho fe
I
who na che udi say we be ma kro tin kote ba bi na hwe Kofi that time aboju say ye wo ha say kesin kwana obe ma kokko bi ana Kofi ho ho no
no ya ba ha ba
say we tachu ma yo
it atin say omu
that senior no so tie
omu rashi atin say omu rashi and that ye nto bi aspect it put a lot of Ghanaians off as a man from the party bi ko party na tete oh asemba we say among for NPP pa didn't this for no media among for ka bebre no because you know me here no when the last artist say pension for sika atete so
debi
yenti bi da say DDP atete for sika so we pensioners na quarter minister of finance among for savings o ma ya o mo obi ma for mewu and so what this things the party need to come and apologize and the penalty say Jackson Kodia ka so pa cho for
I say Jackson Kodia de wa pa cho wa
but we can no kan no
they say
they are not admitting say they made mistakes in government and they make perfection no see when the mama lose you know omu continue actually see the mama ka so asesa like I said my lessons and Ghana for trusting me I've been the president before you come join friends and pacho but every before they are not ready to admit some making mistakes in government
David
and that's why
no one this in MPP now why mistake
it's wrong
they omunya mistake
I'm penny kofo baba no ka say be less than 60 minutes e che ba so ka say o tie che me hu ye
mama ka say me nchiro
e go for the want to
take care NDC will win 2020 once the 2016 Nanado win by how many we say
1 point
close to
1 million good
yes and etibaye omo be ye
500,000
meboa
yes
and no more be lose say
over 1.5
they
lose over 2 million
they are telling Ghanaians say they are bringing the same candidate the same squad omutwa Nanado hu shia samba no more ba tika no 1 million no asamba be and this omonya bia ka ho be 500,000
so these are people who are really people like Mr. Dankwa almost motor forecaster no mudi na tem yen go for no mudi atem you see so what this things they are not omo repenting you omo ka say omo repenting ye and people no say anya attractive the party that people knew no party knows is here any party now. Almost a party. So she take time to reform the party. So say more rushing. You must say you can be. They should put the party first. Almost structure party you. Because mandate you now the presidential candidates.
Adebakwe own me nimdie. When we are with someone a unye sika kakra fro you okay free ho. Case anipa na asem onye de kura de
tell the truth.
No. Enye easy for you to do that. You na you call that situation.
But
enye easy.
Say you know.
Enye easy.
Ntino.
Mama nkwa hwe okay chasing elephant to the bush.
A book me told me. Dr. Kwabena attack.
Okay.
Amikan bi.
Say no who interviews na de. Ye na acting chair kasai. Ye na edo anim kasai. Ye ni mpanifo 1PP mu kasai. Enu mama nkwa ahoma no so. Dr.
Kwabena attack na de.
Kwabena
Ifrasebu of Ufrana Okomukro.
Oye brutal.
Medical doctor US. Nationalist. Very good na Ghanaian.
17 no ka ho. Me timi first edu de ne nso so.
The one 17 the next also masa.
Dog anu me ma kwa ba the final point on top 103.1 ewo Ghana. Bibi aboko de.
Bibi aboko. E so today.
Emi adom ye ho ye papa. Na ye tin se wo kasa ye e na ache kakra. Enti na se na ye bo punum na ye kasa enye sa asemo e bafie. Asemo bafie so ye pinche mpanifo na ye no mo ba bedi nkomo. Na party some years back led by John Kufuor mobedi oman iso ma party ye very attractive ema nipa be 70 mo person na mo be succeed president Kufuor awokra ko gina bi ene isa party no mo nhehye ya na modi be na no omo neck the second highest body I take a decision say this time omo mpe wantwi pe say omo to president ansa na mo aba down una wotie eche una ye party member wotie sa decision no wo ba wo se mo anase wo bia kakra wo
Media pa kakra
chere ye wo ya odi no mu kakra mai
so into the back of the party and Ghana we're trying to build democracy without democrats so to go from Dr. Boasiako, if you ignore the fundamentals, the same way to expose you. But you see that if you ignore the fundamentals and go and build the roof first, gravity will expose you. You know that all of a sudden, if you see performing, because we didn't know the things on the ground. Only before now, if you move now, when you don't know it's
where maybe where the na meet the national organizer dema MPP among you kuno Nana Boache aka Nana B. What say this analogy? What they compare in fact because where ye dance ye and now we ye abattoir. The other boy more strong into the we no compare. I say. Sabin play their sign.
Often, sometimes I am maybe I'm sorry, I'm not ready. Maybe I'm not papa. It's a couple but in terms of when the party be governed by a constitution, by rules, by conventions, and not traditions, and at normal way. Now look at the MPP say. We need presidential election. Leadership wasn't equal the election. Normally, when say Kutupun until the next presidential and parliamentary election, they themselves work for renewal of their mandate. Work for keep a party from there. Be Juma also an hour and so on. Ibikwa mandate woman bill. Ibisukwa the woman bill. Sabaka or from the McMahon also Yaku election using Kuguna my candidate he almost won. Also it means there as I put in 1 year in to say there must be continuity, but I'm the now they agreed that they needed new mandates. And so there could be there who co-organize the election of parliamentarians and presidential candidates. And Macmillan contested on to was in Kuku, so that the party wanted to. So the Canada, whether or not today the party leaders now, so it could be there, young to Abama, we vote for them, bring them. But I'm just saying there, it's a near factor there. I don't understand how mandating. You do first, and Sana Yakubu. So if you're all around the world, elections and Kasa is about the future. It's a party bears not doing the forming. About the developing issues, and some in the candidate. It's US the name. Presidential candidate, a signal record to happen. Since I read the issues now, it's Ubia said 2025 or popular. It is by the time we do 2028, we may be pushed since if we do to the electorate view. It is not because of maybe a while. There, for example, if be a war, be a bar, if be a economic crisis, be a bar, if be a moral crisis, be a bar. So, we beat the Jimmy Carter to me. Since democracy, our candidates 1973 for 1976, John baby. But by the time in 1976, we do one. We take it out. It's moral principles and our uprightness. It's a person who is a preacher who said, I will never lie, was all of a sudden very attractive. The same way, Donald Trump, Senka, Republicans, we more candidates 2021, baby, and then baby, because then time but baby to the border crisis now, didn't see. By the time of 2024, by in other words, it's not just about the man, it's also about the issues and where the country is going. Because about 12 elections, it's always about the future. It's a reasonable thing to do in the party now. They should go for new mandates. But apart from that, NPP and Kasa, we are making a mistake today. First, genuine this in Libya Kasa, they need that to us today. A institutional party, and our party is because we are people who like rules. So they say the Penipa have room, the Penipa workers inclusive. But better is to say, I'm a NDC for now, but I'm a or are being in Sudan, unfortunately. Only 2008, after 2008, 2009, we call National Council meeting. At that time, the rate was about 1 man, 1 vote. The Pede Ubia to Abenibi. I remember there when the suggestion was made. It was made, I remember, by a number of people, including Alan, supporting, and quite a number of people, young people also supported it. At that time, there was a heated debate. No, Kufuor say, also just to compromise there. At that time, maybe we were ready for 1 man, 1 vote. Then electoral college, when expanding. Then the next time I read the bill, it should be for 1 man, 1 vote. The next time what happened, it will seem there and painfully be through democracy. The best thing to do with there, if you are or your party obi mo tuaba nti so kaman kutsiya nti the margin your foundation tuaba e bottom na nso chiro mu kakra onye there yes the mean the way you tuaba onye there so the register na can there so the support to anam them anam a member of whichever term like anam the prefer party A anam party B second man these you are entitled to vote in their primary. Then I will say, see, I did the Ghana, so maybe in there. If you are a registered voter, you better be there. So you will be a February and March of 2027. Catch the wagon or party up at them. And see, so be a band to mother me or MPP stronghold. It's in Nansen and Madame be better. The MPP. We call who are most of them better than the bandits. If you are the candidate, or a right to vote in the primary for president or for MP. Here, the man not the same said, will be on for party register and phone customers on Yasi. A man from Cassaman pass will fee 1 million while pay pay. Then I will think that was what Waba. Because the Electoral Commission, which is a public body, will be the custodian of the voters register by definition. Voters register will be an so equal make a independent, then primary minimum to be a party here. See, and the man, not to the easy to separate because I will tell me, it's there. You go for primaries. MPs what of primaries, you can go for watch TV, you can watch a fruit, maybe about the amount of 20 times, remember the music coming wasn't primary, or we call them entrepreneurs or political preneurs. And whether the music coming party as an investment, it's yet to a benefit if you know about to walk out. Into the council of the true corruption, into corrupt promise cannot lead to honest government. Into Sebi, we be seen out Burma, and I am young person. Only into Sebi, the sea our call water quasi. One would do to with an ambulance, it make her there. So I'm not the true. In good time, young family could be beyond now the same time, the gun is Kayazi's cathedral. Cathedral may use in Kwafu, and now, of London, airport COVID test. Where the contract now will be accepted. Ghana police license, pay your business or the minimum or interconnected. Only see, Nastebi. And all could do it. There are people who are determined to control the process because when they're controlling the process, control of the candidate, control of the coming government, control of the corruption process. Another man, it's adding Tina, it being China, a lot of people think, I didn't know that was the man over there. I want to say, the term action. Man, able to Obama. All men are able to after you are voted out of office. Since now I never use. What will they support? Selection to the 2027 with such a two party music foundation. When more fun, when to mention and Tower is CC. United Party will be a collar, no be a to our benefit. If they are done over Bencha, it will focus attention at the margin of gas.
All right, so now, Uncle, Obibaka say, Yanum de na Yesusa, me do ba football mukakra. Yeah, the 442, yeah, 2442 information. yabo 442 ye ne Brazil akwa hia omotwa ye be 10-0 same 442 ye ne Argentina akwa hia omotwa ye be 5-0 say ye tena se na ye change information ye tena se hu se no information na ye de ko no emwa esanse ntimi ma part ntimi ma ye players ntimi nye strong tactics ne ase ye se emre dane na wada no hu bi enti adan na ye se no ebi timbo 335 anase bi a 522 enti se ye change information na se ebetima wini na ya je cap na bafia unji ni se no mo nye much better se ye beda so agina 442 na de bia ye kwa ye je ni ngwase
that's not a business here na sometimes so if you are losing the soccer analogy you are problem in 442 or your coach and now the players as in the ball.
Okay.
Because I would the 442 the not the players in Kuku maybe the 442 the next door not the winner. Or the problem is not the 442.
Okay.
And by the way, using the soccer analogy, this same method that him but we've used it to elect before and we've won. It's obviously the premium is not the offering at the time.
The information.
I'm just saying that precisely. But someone making there. It's a common sense. Even MP, let's even forget about the president. MP, even do 2021, no constituency or popular power. By the time I do 2024, no popular bill. So let's just suppose there you be MP. You be KDO. MP you got 2 no aba. You got 2 aba in 2020. MP 2025. There are 3 years left to go of parliamentary work. How are you going to know said the MP or Benham Muslim? New MP or Benham Muslim? Because politics about the here and now. It is not about freezing things for the next 3-4 years. No party around the world that is serious will pick its candidate this early. Because think about it. Let me US TV. This is 2025. It bears the issues that will be important in the 2028 election. And see, election were issues. Canada, for example, the conservatives in Canada, just in case you didn't know, we did polls for 3 years before the election until Trump came. Now Trump, the Canadians, all of them went to pick somebody who was virtually unknown. But his strength was that while a governor general, or governor of Bank of Canada, wasn't a governor of Bank of England, first foreigner English from a governor of Bank of England. It was this is a time when economic issues will matter. People within 3 months of another prime minister, he now has a full 4-year mandate. Why? Because the man missed the moment. The man missed the crisis. In summer, Owusu Canada, they wanted somebody who can address those issues. I don't know anybody who among our potential leaders can best meet the moment in 2028, whether it will be Dr. Baumia, Kennedy Japan, my friend Kennedy, Kwabena Japan. You don't know that. Japan. You know the car. It's a party only from this in the world. May before if the then we make up our mind. Or some say an open on the palm is not quite over boy. And so we are against doing that. Not respectful pedantry or selfish. We need my party. Or selfish interest. It's no them.
But one awarded proposal no call the second highest body edema the biggest opposition party no sabi a lawyer for doctors one wadwumu do animdifo so why do you think they will first at least consider this proposal and send on their conference cry?
So if one then so a lawyer for women are doing so a lawyer for be a comfort doctors should be a comfort Into the fact that will be a lawyer and you'll be we're talking about patriotism and political thinking. So we get to a very good lawyer, not a good politician. Into the means, and in any case, the decision they made on your final because Article 13 says the National Council may pick the date of elections and all that. Interestingly, the current executives, the date for their election were picked. So they haven't picked the date for their own election, even though or they renew or mandate. But they've picked the date for the presidential candidate. Why wouldn't they pick the date for their own election first? Because that must happen first. And not only that, if the Article 10.2 it also says there must be a National Annual Delegates Conference, which shall be the supreme governing body of the party. So, in other words, the word of the National Delegates Congress is what should attain. Now, MPP, in there, earlier in Metason, I said something that maybe you didn't take note of there. In some MPP, here we are calling MDs for private law, but I am the subject. We are grateful and mobile because we did not do or respect to him. I am the subject of the Rollins and Castle Brian Tony Kennedy. One of the municipal is the Mountain National Delegates Conference. Aki National Chairman, the General Secretary, my disciplinary committee convened itself without any referral. UK chairman of Fukuna Kwabena point, we should respect rules. If they are in there quite properly, there should be what do they call it? Polling station, referendum area, electoral area, or constituency, and national officer elections. Then, when all those people are in place, we should discuss the national election of the presidential candidate. After discussing the elections, then we are putting the horse before the cart. I believe Argentina said Bancha of them in soon time from our left, they could be done by force.
Uncle, the last election, MPP Komo Mudi Sam Kugo we say cranum. According to them, one of the reasons in Tia Mudi can choose a date for presidential and sana the rest and follow ni sem. Omoye presidential ne last no. Yaudi ane wo ebinumu. Any kasa bi omo kasa against your mohono. The opposition party the no jina so the campaign etia we say ne and then this ngwase ni na but they think say now if they choose the presidential candidate first over 3 years obetuma ko bia bom yesi kuro no asem no che no na ya no ye the free mu eti from there ne the obetuma ya no ye the free no mo dey approach it don't assume that you are put in position things that will prevent the yellow. They are the same who were there said in a problem your people will be moving one. And they said nothing. Now one of them. Who didn't know that was wrong? How someone whether you are, would you be happy? Would you be happy? Oh, there be never.
Are they not the same people who were there? From them. From people when you are talking, and I'm supposed to be with. I need to know baby, and I am Bisika, and the contract. I will feel and some people were getting primary opponent. There are people who did that. Said, Kuku, Katra, Musupite. And the thing is that we should pick honest party leaders like referees. You pay referee Kotokona has to bar all them a tunnel or the no she has to notice. No problem.
Sana who is here?
Of course. They are this thing they are doing it for the benefit of particular people. They are not doing it for the benefit of the party.
the current executives, you know, who feel said they are doing all these things just to favor one person.
What do you think? All the excuses they are making, you can trace it very easy. The only thing they can't answer is, what is the problem? The problem is that we should be as a CC, kind of institutional parents, here prime minister one section from 2026 to 2027, the chance is very less. Okay, 2020, the chance is very less. But I'm warning them, seven there, 2027 primary chance very less. I'm telling you that in the 2028 general election, your chances will be even less.
Ooh.
Because you are just saying that time is running.
And never so me pepe will gone conference in a basso say omoko jitumu na this decision omoka so okay 31st of January 2026 yento presidential first o party no ho be yon
the party will break up.
Oh,
the party will break up. There's a lot of anger on the streets. Where there the people who led us to this defeating before over Ifumi, they are not feeling it. The anger on the ground, they are not feeling it. Because if they were feeling it, the first thing they would do is apologize, which I heard the General Secretary saying we made mistakes. It should be more detailed than that, but more to the point. Some of them should have the humility to say, look, after all we did in the China, to use Dr. Baomia's analogy, yeah, mass moving from but although cutting up as it's like a good course for that can no one can one empire.
One can one. It's a dog. If you say national executives in a year we now to favor, Dr. Baomia, that is what thinking, right?
I am having mentioned it, but I'm just saying that it will seem to me that you be more than that. So if you wait to 2027, their chances of winning will get less. Whatever, why they think that is up to them. And they also think if you wait till 2028, their chances will be less. I'm just telling them that, so even there, from 26 to 27, your chances will be lesser. It also means that since the general election will be 2028, your chances will also be less. The electorate told us something in 2024. Now, electorate we should listen to them because they told us that our economic management was bad. They told us we were arrogant. They told us we were not inclusive. And if we don't know, 1 out of 5 of the people who voted for John Mahama were NPP members. And so, candidate now even for NPP, even for the whole country. And I am hoping the union coming year, not only with the 25% of NPP people who voted for John Mahama come home, they will bring with them 25% of NPC members. That would be victory.
So, who will believe will be say NPP for being to Obama John Dramani Mahama?
Nobody will believe. You see, I called a friend, Musa Dankwa, the poster.
Yeah.
I sent him a message there. I like his work. It's on Casa. He spoke for 1 hour. In that 1 hour, I asked him what he found, and I kept quiet and listened to him. So you know, be said 25%, 25% of all those who voted for Mahama were NPP members.
Wow. But results now about 2024, no. Now who expected that results?
I didn't think it would be that bad, but in terms of, if you remember, when the MPP had a conference in Cincinnati, I asked Kenneth and others there if protecting the public purse was the issue, how would we do? And remember, Kenneth said we will lose. So I knew we were going to lose because we ran a very bad government, we were arrogant, and we have picked the face of that government to be our candidate.
Now, one thing within your own political party, some of your members can say even Nanado's administration na a better chain President Kofode. One thing assembly be.
Whoever is saying that Kachembe hospital with not examination, with not a doctor's office or all right.
Hey, some of the MPs in
Missy, Opia about Kadamacho, Kachembe, speaking as a doctor, Missy. Uncle one checking for BPI, the now doing or double code. Now I'm talking after them to what did you do?
Oh, says I hear radio.
No, come on. No, so I'm a woman there, you're who show me the question.
Hey, Auntie. Won crofo ya na wa wuti omo na President Kwakufuado dey be fini wo krom adwuma wa ye obi ama ye the Fourth Republic. Hey, won hu ni sakra
wa when the tell him say journalist me am not in train okay them to be some there on my 5 achievements of Kwakufuado.
Oh na ye bisa, but first thing on be catch you what can free senior high school, I mean what can
one
what's a bus schools and so expansion be infrastructure be no cocoa so kakra
infrastructure I have 3 years it is you are making their case come on into
dog my 2 minutes now me no 5 months 6 months into John Dramani Mohammed's administration minus and plus then I'll come for 2 minutes.
Looking there, I mean, he's done better than Nanado, and of course, Nanado has set the bar very low. But I'm disappointed.
Obia only 6 months. What did you say? Why much better than Obia 8 years?
I didn't say that. I said he is doing better than Nanado did. And by the way, if he continues as he is doing now, and he stays for 4 years, he will do better than Nanado. And Nanado, then I noticed that you didn't finish the achievements, and I will have given you more failures to countermand that. But having said that, I think the Mahama will not be transformational. For example, social people, the National Economic Forum that they did now, the same people who spoke as Sinjin, Rebecca said, Ubia or Kebe, or discuss reset of Ghana's economy. When the diaspora general catch him there, he's a joker. In addition to that, in Pakun, of the one discuss corruption is not serious. And they didn't do either. And as soon as I noticed that they didn't do either, I just wrote that thing off. In addition to that, own enterprises, state-owned enterprise, we're losing billions of dollars every year. If you ECG, if you cooking board, if you all these things. In spite of all the money we are making, they didn't do any reforms. They've gone ahead and named new heads of those agencies who will chop money the same way the old people did. And by the way, the premium, like your 442 analogy for soccer, it's not state-owned enterprises. China has had the best economy in the growing economy in the world for the last 15 years, and 25% of their GDPs come from state-owned enterprises. So the problem is not state-owned enterprise. Is that we are managing them badly, and the managers are corrupt. No.
Yeah, that be best. Now, when no be the message, in fact, now I don't want to continue what you asked me to mention. I'm a person, but MPP Nibia OT say at least governor, you should mention one district, one factory in Famano, or mobile, or more than Nakuba, or
how many districts have factories? I'm not talking about the team people. How many districts have factories?
Me pacho. Engineer Peter I don't want us to go there. Engineer Peter Antwi Boasiako, former Deputy Director General CTVET we studio say also person misa wasemba ko me no bi se o mpacho nya tie no na bia ne question obetimi answer na mamia. In fact also under Nanado Danko's administration. All right, so engineer what to say?
Major Superbre. Now, upon what then?
Nyamia do me ho ye pa. So, onimonyam for Kennedy Kwabena attack Kennedy. And I was
talking with some papa. Now, Doc, but what then?
No problem, sir. But they send you as reinforcement.
Enforcement? No, I mean, and well, you know, what that's what chasing the elephant into the bush. Look, what that's what there.
Is on Amazon. I don't know. I'm sure people still buy them. And actually, it's you that textbook in some universities here.
That's what I'm talking for. So you should know how much you're earning out of it, no.
Oh, if you have a writing books in Africa, we don't write books to make money. We write books to make reputations.
Right? You got a reputation out of chasing the elephant into the bush, right?
Yeah. A reputation for conduct and integrity and farsightedness. Since my book is being proven right with the passage of time.
Let us do a few questions, but before then, and somehow
are you now a journalist?
I am not. You see, say Casano, journalist Busao, Sama or no episode Busao, but I'm a member of the party, and I have a right to ask you some few questions.
Sure.
Between Busao, say, and in the reforms, no, so Tinwasam, true for no, which will become a party, no.
Yes, I'm talking to people.
Oh, I'm not talking about who you're talking to. Maybe you say, and in the outro amendments in the command party.
No, but you didn't listen to me. I said I'm communicating with members, and my proposals have been given to the constitutional reform committee. I can tell you.
I am not asking.
And not only that, I have also.
Doc, Mipacho.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, I've communicated with them.
So your answer is
what is the difference?
No.
My answer is yes, I have communicated with you.
No, the question is not about whether you communicate with them.
Propose are passing some members of
I have a reason. No, you see,
and I've also sent proposals to the constitutional review committee that will affect the party.
You have not sent anything. You have not sent anything.
I have sent proposals to the Constitutional Review Committee of Ghana that will affect the party.
Okay.
And I've discussed some of them. But the question and I've written opinion pieces about them.
Look, Mr. I mean, let's have intellectual discussion here, please.
We are.
I actually was.
And let's make it honest.
So you're one after the other.
Yes.
I mean,
the question I'm asking is,
what's your question?
Did you, in any way, submitted any proposal to the party? The NPP party concerning the constitutional amendment.
I think I have answered the question. I have sent proposals through a party leader because they reached out to me, and the person said afterwards he met the committee in whole and passed on my recommendations. So that's my point.
So if I asked you, say, did you submit any proposal through somebody that you spoke with? The answer will be yes. But the question the question is one casa no. Okay. Now the question is, you see,
use common sense. Use common sense. The importance of communication is sending things to the committee. And I've told you that I got my proposals to the committee. That the person who got my proposals, the reason I gave him my proposals for the entire committee to come and see
what you're doing is you're trying to bamboozle listeners this evening. You have not submitted anything. Anybody can say what you're saying. The question I asked you was a question. You have
said your piece. I've said my piece. The public who are listening can judge. That's your next question.
You see, I have seen the number of write-ups about Nana Akufo-Addo government. The government now over for 8 years. You never supported him in anything. Ever since I wrote a book, I a friend of chasing
that is a lie.
No, that is a lie. No, that is a lie. Well, it's like, you can prove it. You can prove it wrong.
I'm about to tell you.
That's fine.
I am saying is journalists can verify. You shouldn't be lying.
Dog, please, many question, only any question, and then I'll give you time for you to answer.
There has never been any day. Dr. Arthur Kennedy has said anything to improve MPP.
That is you, according to you.
But no, one can say I have engaged him a number of times on one can say number of times. So I say, na all kind of say Obia Rebecca Sanana Kufuado. Aye adie based on no observations at what no. President Kofo. And a lot of people say it.
What can be an
of course, yes. I have a reason why I'm saying that.
Kufuado pay for.
And yes, he did a lot compared to that time. And President Kofo Hono and Onyaya or the Boo mine for 8 years. Kufuado Sunyama Onyaya or the Boo mine for 8 years. I think Kufuado has done a lot, and I can list them. Okay.
And this is Doctor Kasem Menfedi Panico Hospital. Why not fair to you?
That is why I'm also going to ask hospital now, Agyemang, almost psychiatric hospital, and I think doctor himself should go there. So they check his mind.
Come on. No. I'm not taking this.
No.
Engineer, wait. Wouldn't you say, and yes, I may allow for you to ask him any question? Listen to me.
I understand you.
So for me to sit here. Now, because I'm not taking this one.
But you insulted everybody. You allowed him to
I'm not taking this one.
I'm not taking
engineer. I'm not taking. You are telling me say waka. Maintain say waka.
Yes, but
so no. I will allow you to continue, but I won't take this one. So withdraw it for us to move on, please.
No, but you
leave that one.
No, but now I told you
that one. Just add it, mommy. So you withdraw that for us.
I should withdraw. Say
no, maintain what dear. Listen to me. Maintain say what come.
Okay, now after
now I feel now and you can base on this one, but just because
if I withdraw mine, if I just withdraw, are you going to ask him to withdraw?
Just do that for me. You are here with me. Just do that for me. Just do that for me.
I should withdraw. Say me say. Okay, doc, I will withdraw. Say, hospital now, Agyemang. So I'm a psychiatric hospital. I'm not considering because we say, or more can say. Kufuado aya adese dog President Kofo no ono enko hospital na ehwo magin wo de menko ho mo mehwo agin ma wo draw say enko ho bi instrument ho bi why are you okay with that?
Live on top 103.1 2 minutes after 8 final point and our sunguso awutino. Hello dog, please, are you still no
so the answer
memo answer but then dog yes say so we refuna akwafa yenchi and I respect you a lot, you know that, and meaning some ministers are indeed they say Nanado pay for me much better than President Kofo, and why wouldn't him say Obia so kwan of faswa or the measure in normal it is any panoka say me fan call psychiatric hospital. It's like why you fair to then maybe Madrian Baswa, please can you also withdraw that for me?
No, he has said what he said, I've said what I said. Your audience can judge for themselves. And by the way, if I am answering now, I said it on the record that Nanado did well on Babon. I've given him credit for free SHs. Also on the record. I've given him credit for trying to deepen democracy in the regions. And not only that, during the 8 years, I repeatedly sent proposals to Nanas and Tibidietu. I came back to me and argued a lot of times. So whoever says I have never said anything positive about Nanado, it's lying. And having said that, I stand by what I said. Say, whoever says that Nana Kufuor's government was better than Kufuor's government has something wrong with them. They are misreading politics. And I'm suggesting that maybe they need to, your friends, and be sure they are all right. It doesn't mean I'm right, but they need to be sure they are all right.
Hello, dog.
Yes, please.
Okay, so Mamena was saying now, and we come on here do a final point or top. Yamin Shapa. Emre we be saba na yedi nkomo.
Sure.
Medase. So Dr. Atta Kennedy a member the MPP amanyoku ne ne kodi nkomo no. Kwasibafo ye nwewe na ko na me engineer ento so am say interviews na dey aka ne dey be see say live watch papa but e ka say to aso a
wa wie ni na o
say
wa wie ni na na
the live watch pa
emnality
ka say
hiti nya peke na peke engineer so na for so mo kema ta
engineer so trema anyways engineer be 101 e wo ha say interviews no do so anka say obi anya biti but then emnality yentimi Lavon tomato missing no amount for two
sa
na mini unim say uto bi pe wabua o the one CD abua Ghana education service
yeah omoye adwuma
we na here it would didi no
na wo
education education no so na bo my God
yes
now the year jollof for the rough and ni come
how the year ayikrampa amamo you are what you go when you go share bia na sabi bia ka no masa ukokora
we dey dey natural
o dey na jo no bia na say masa e ka bia bia na yenye nkola o ko masa o
e ti be so ko pe bi to na ya ji kroma say baby o dey ya bia na e dey ye topa until Lavon tomato mist no ko pe bi na to
na fortune spread
ye brutal
na nkola nsi na nkola ni di na nkola ni di
oko school no
amfa bi amfa na enyo o dey got to be fine o to try bro o to be the fetch ni oh say fine pa the fetch da fine pa na gidi for no so
gidi Fred gidi
kaftan I say the political suit the engineer mo bi na mo ko nya de
CTVET no
casual running na rider club na amam ko wale na amutumi
omo ye de
am ko wale no nti amam la gidi omo ha ya no mai ba o so ko ma last of ye na ye nye ntoko yan ko fo ko fa bay Israel
for na yi
is a Jonathan say man 2 weeks no ko dwen sa da say obo ni na won join ba man ko join ni
we da say ko ya kan to kwa twe
say dun da na tanya ho de to kwa chin yen kwa no be kasa
wanya de
wa vote be so mo ye bomb no ba be to ahye mo so e wa kun to kwa video say Jonathan me join ni Jonathan say man 2 weeks
wanya de
no ba so ba kwa join ni there because baby asi baby am develop nuclear boy no bomb no America for na bomb by between akọ that feet no
akosiase e destroy bibia
18 meters concrete be destroy and I say 60 meters deep but on baby on fact
so what the brave Israel for no mo tu fi omo hoko
baby America for na ba beto ma de America for beto say bomb no say bomb say 13,000 kilograms
so bomb wa beto dey say asem na abo
to ba so be send no be wa mo ko because ha oil price be cost because Straits of Hormuz no baby you say 25% of global oil on efa you don't for me to atum obutum pe oil price be do by 120 yes you tell you
ya fa to na
yes I prefer say na podium go be it won go the trap say papa but me fa hon ko kan to ko mu
yes say boys na wo krom han so mo ba be demonstration
ade
so nim say is legon for no omo no mo say market no what I say yes boys who could have offended that ofra we know ban whole febi
tell my boy giving na
I now profile picture 3,000 no more to Brazil week no more to week
no more is FBI for ba
say no music and your mom ready say you bring
FBI for ba FBI for ba say go for dwane
so ma say market no
this one ko chi ba
no mo ntimi nya
ama ko chi ba ko ajusu
say ajusu
say academic guy bi academy na bi ama ko chi no
enti say ni wo ho ye be boys ni so be dem
I want to for the Ghana they
500 yeah they would the 3,000 about me I was say 500 for like
maza mo America
David
ja o sumi da sama American say ye pamye ya okuje to ablaka
onye dey
oni atofo sin ene jonjina po omo nka chebi na Trump sempa ache ntoka no mfa no nkojim
ye na ese so tutu ye no
but no nkojim
bibi country bi ho campaign na ese affect
say you Russia Ukraine ma ye ho kire ya
ma aya na wato goyo omo yi ni de
say Ghana papa say Ghana o to anu o bua Ghana Ghana oil Ghana oil near goil
Ghana oil and goil
into Rotana Auto Ghana
so do a Martin so now told no for come up
near animal
they say me koto ade bi 700 say dey me me ko go you am yan 500
we can we be and you can we be
the microphone dey ni bi
nti atofo so we go do my trans am fa no nko kan to kwani
on fa no ho e be tu no fo enti ma menye we sim na na ni
okay now so now ni ngia ento aso na ja
ba so be twen chiro
oh masa ani
apomode mapade eno ane hepa plus mixture
Harvey plus mox hepa plus mixture etutu malaria na sekura sweet darling my beautiful baby hepa plus mixture ye busie ya no mama hodin aba busumi pini menti asie medo tie hepa plus mixture enya adwuma ebeye woni padua no mu no afie kura na ebeye nwanwa mo eduro ye magenwa wa bi ebusua pomudin hie mi yie esni bibia etimi manom pefie ha she oye hepa plus husband you the one hepa plus husband and the one so we hepa plus wife na abo no hepa plus mixer magie dure di pa Harvey plus mox and hepa plus nyina apem for about more money any kwada we ni fie du ye nka ho our pharmacist na herbal shop at phone 0542 778 572 and 0549 297-463 hepa plus mixer mapobodira mapa
MTRG edweden kraso ya
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Boil, yeah.
Yes, see levels and a 100 tomato mix pure better. Yeah, you run Ghana City at the Happy Sunshine Education.
No cray, ain't it I say? A baby will better na once and a 100 tomato mix no. Yeah, you run Ghana City at the Happy Sunshine Education Echumedi. Love once tomato mix, love day inside. 100 tomato mix, the chef's choice.
FDA aji ejadin katuatu. Midimafo okwase Maira Accra Midimafo okwase Maira Accra Midimafo back na nkaba Accra ani wontie passengers egumi kai mi ehwa na dodo na ekro eni sa Accra ni mpoto ye demo ani ye demo ampa the say de edutwam Atlantic International University America memu about Dr. Agyemang Babaso honorary degree as a professor in biology in herbal medicine it is said here ayaresano aye more oh misi mini wife ye kopa wo wani ye one city ni send beto mu ansa na ye TS ka no mi college na ensheda nkoye na esakakra se wa pege mu ama hodiam bam college ne mu wa bro wudi ba de kro stroke nso de wa fan small chese agidi wa wu ani de sie no yare bia etatia e wa Dr. Tanda so eni so diabetes hepatitis B prostate hypertension malaria yare bia kuma se e wa go e to si government school no e na nkra hanso obepiem e wo pokuase mayira kwan no so for doctor 0244 774 282 number 0500-727215. Midima for Herbal Clinic. Midima for Newa.
Good energy hits the road with exciting choices to energize your ride, giving you more options to take you further. Watch this space for your choice. Boil, yeah.
Yes, see levels and a 100 tomato mix pure better. Yeah, you run Ghana City at the Happy Sunshine Education.
No cray, ain't it I say? A baby will better na once and a 100 tomato mix no. Yeah, you run Ghana City at the Happy Sunshine Education Echumedi. Love once tomato mix, love day inside. 100 tomato mix, the chef's choice.
FDA aji ejadin katuatu. Edikanfo no kura komanu otum omo yedin mitie ho wutie ho yenyina tie ho omminim Owusu Dr. Owusu Akokra Kwabena Owusu Agyemang the governor on Final Point social political show Kwabena Tuja PM Yanko.
Alright, it's 14 minutes after 8. Final point on top 103.1 and also Owusu with you. My name is Kwabena Owusu Agyemang, the governor. And remain careful, Jama washing powder and farmer say, Sir washing powder we say, Udi see no my need to clear. And I want to know so whom you and show or the Sam washing powder we are just word on Sako cold water mo. M1 patch away near baby a crack team the scene normal. and no one I say na yaja to boarding school for no ye use hostel for university for beer use and my catch say I mean the Ghana's version of home care and I say living our US UK Canada life caregivers our Ghana has say because nipa no the free UK buy no your professional nurse for UK and I what fa professional nurse or more Ghana has say no do more year adwuma no and yet me say so what for be the 60 years 55 45 men fa no go hospital no fro car na nisisi na OPD ye jojo ni da bi one ye nkasa keke ye beba fia ba behwe ne 247 bibia say ye kro na tutu na ye be mi address no every day be dress kro na ma nye 1 week de ni bi na cobra ne pressure da bi ye be check am ye de ne be din komo ye be siesie no obeto wani beje sika kakra bi na ye joje number na no ye ni djuma opo mo office mo ben top radio e wo kokomnim ni ha ya frey 0302 951 523 0302 951 523 and 0244 385 597 0244 385 597 life caregivers ye be show amo apomudin ho aye kama pa. Engineer Peter Antwi Boasiako, former Deputy Director General CTVET Atnase any ninkomo. Engineer once again Kwabena to say
yeah what to say boko
nka na wakome ya ba so kakraba
I know say after Kennedy there near what TVS awoye no or TT NPP na wacha da na oye sa
onye de ye wo denti a
oh that be you see panifo bi ho e could do be adwenbone na ahye omumu sa and after Kennedy is number 1 seriously
o de adwenbone na ye o tro for NPP
oh no you see some bitterness be no mu sedan yo and no and the call ya or the contest ya we need 1 vote if you hold no cultural chasing the elephant or the aba so elephant him or bonus and room or no kwashe no if you say yam power bill enti e ba power na party no sla hu e party no move on no he cannot think far.
Why you don't want someone to criticize your political
party?
No,
but
why?
This is not criticism. I've been running in the way stream. I mean anything that Akufo-Addo government did, one can't say that. In fact, I can debate in 24 hours. We debate sometimes on issues for 24 hours. Or he knows. Say I've been born in 25. No, and maybe na OTN some of the kind of hey, we said or start your coffee free and if the fundamentals are wrong. A question so different and found by he always look. We're talking about 2023. Me Osha and some power show ya the far Dr. Mamu Baumehona. Now that it was very bad. And so a Wasamba Ebeka. Into the news say, yeah, true proposals. Echo. Mino Makasa. Sana neighbor has said, did you receive anything from Dr. Kennedy or not? Also, they never received.
Or say one farm called street, but they pass it. Some of the members.
Anybody can say that.
Over too much Churako constituency for
you see, and that is Obi also claims that you're a founding member of the party. Now,
but he is, and
what they claim, I don't know.
He is,
but no founding member will behave the way he is behaving. Why would that? I'm a Obano, what the Tina. Now, what question could jump on to a blue money? Biasa, I can say, what we are. Why, Papa Ben and not doing so bad? No, yeah. Bible crank, I say, Oba. So, we are the Bonia. No question about television.
It's like you're okay with whatever your political party or you don't see any faults.
Political party, a more Juma, you know, and you need more money.
It is saying,
and now, to me, Obi adwin say yenko benkromo so and say
why are you faulting him? Because if you know say untimi nyi obi adwin say benkromo
benkro na untimi ko say yen nyina yen follow one direction. That doesn't mean say adwin boni ma utim na fa say ade papa yen nyina
atade ne ya adwin
boni number 1, and that is a number of people in NPP oma yebi sa, and it happened in 2008 ebi mu koye ye ya no mti wo say abana ye kotu ye no mate me ho just to destroy the front of the party. I mean it affected the party's chances to win 2008 and almost 83 million.
So your base say President Akufo-Addo did much better than President Akufo-Addo. Obitimi you find chance in for na yemra party.
Sorry. You see amemu any joke and child's play and kwada agro say ye di agro keke no na say wo hwe na Akufo Addo aban a me ba bia me can say it was very good say time COVID eba ye no na ye wo MPP aban na Akufo Addo aban enana ewo so because so 2017 ye be so amanu Ghana ha some na dum so atiti apansam oman among for businesses, factories, among for also no share tari and no office. I don't call maybe another two atari. Akufo Addo show within 4 years we never saw them so in this country up to 2019. Economy no from 3.4 no within 4 years it grew up to 7.2. Now because of GDP growth say sika eba mining businesses enyi ama nkrofo enyi adwuma ye no eno ene kekere nyina ba mi hu say afi we sika eba mining no enyi that is the growth, the GDP growth. Akufo Addo aban from 2017 consistently economy grow ya na could do 7.2% in 2019 and at 2020 COVID ebaye that COVID buy number Ghana ha na me contest in the primaries. Our figure quite enough.
Oh, okay.
Ashanti region. Okay. I knew what happened in this country and I knew what happened elsewhere in the world.
On this COVID issue out there by more power more can say because most abe can say that dollar na e course through be brain no most senke nye MPP na wo so na bia na nke NDC anka wadru chese watra 20 echo but just after you change power no you who said them okay na moboa NDC buy being good or bad say your man na enyo mo no so mo na ye lucky abafom so if you tell us say nyam people na wo so na COVID buy anka e betima trigger we can't buy that because the money can dollar de no ho no now I expose him say entro na motwa
na chese ntiase na bi no ni so wo hwe GDP as American ya Ghana ha say you catch obi antin fie 1 year na obi anko adwuma yet busum bia ifia woka say you catch Ghana ha e puso ya close borders na obi anfa puso in Ghana ha you catch airline ya close ni na na obi anfa soro e mafam obi anso tukwan enko abrochira e kire say oman no economic activities I just nothing is happening and yet the government of Ghana has to find money to pay you the worker at home. So obekaya. The government of Ghana has to find money to pay for electricity for people to enjoy at home for free. In so enemy. Aban say or supply ama Ghana for free. Says can you free and yet there was no money coming into the coffers of the government.
Engineer. And are you telling me say during that period Ghana nya secondary
and that is what
you're trying to tell
me? Let me land. And during that time the GDP growth from 7.2 came down to 0.5 and a single digit a percentage in GDP growth. We're talking about billions, 10 billions, 100. So if it drops from 7.2 billion, as you say, with GDP growth per year is 120 billion. That's a swati from 7.2 up from 0.5. Now just say, Sika Kaso from 120 billion, a swatia be 15 billion. And yet, all those workers in the country have to be paid. And you're paying them from the same amount.
And two fish and young people are also bad then. That
is the point I'm coming to.
Okay,
let me just land here. No. So what happens is here at that time, the same time also Emma Ukraine war on Russia for you see here Emma fuel war of course because Russia is supplies about 15% of the world's oil and it is a woman anybody for na oil no ba sama and yes will be affecting and it Ghana oil who bro e course nti economy no everything now about 2022
about 2022 no we intro no more san can be say omo my da sumo for 4 years as ye gidi but mo na mo be solve. Did you say that?
Of course, yes.
Okay, your voice we ma naturally me maybe me ntia.
Okay,
all right.
cause of Dumso, and Dumso it has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement by this government, and so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have solved.
Dr. Bamenaka, the issue we had with Dumso, it wasn't technical, it was financial, and I've written a number of articles on
accepted.
that.
I mean, a financial and mismanagement.
The existing plant now only to generate the amount of power in here no money now only to provide them home. Okay. So I say, I mean, about way by na or didn't go home. Things were moving in a better voice. So NBC started claiming, say, oh, do someone cry no time I feel when I solve it. And was so I'm going to buy some more clothes and solve it. But the thing is, it's not about some solve and some solve it. How did the whole problem come about? That is what Bamia is talking about.
Voice engineer. Oh, yeah, some politician.
Cause of Dumso, and Dumso it has been caused by the financial and economic mismanagement by this government.
Propose it. Dumso esi eba mismanagement any ye sika omwanye de omodjuma manage ni and ma Dumso by.
Yes.
To asma me hade.
Mismanagement by this government, and so we shouldn't be giving them credit for solving a problem that they have.
We shouldn't give them credit for solving the problem that they create or create here. So be a creative problem now we solve here. And let's be real. Let's be real. Listen. Let's be real. NDC survey or they created it, right? According to him. And they were able to solve it before.
How did they solve the problem? How did they solve the problem? The issue was about finance.
It's here. What in the night? The credit team. No. They integrate a side credit team because the cost of problem.
So the thing is, they are claiming that they have solved the problem because NBC may claim to solve the problem. That's what I say. By means of bringing in number of plants, a year, number of PPAs almost signing a year.
They brought in, including right. So it was part of solving the energy crisis,
problem. Yes.
Right?
Yet those ones, no, then I need to have a idea almost the plant in the Ghana no generate electricity. Now, if you couldn't get money to pay for the existing ones to run, and you bring in another mobile plant to generate electricity.
When you came,
hold on, it's not about whether we use it or not. I'm making an analysis. Let me finish so that you can understand the point. Say, if the issue was about finance, you couldn't pay for the existing plant to generate the power we need in the country. You bring in another mobile plant to generate power, and yet when they generate, you have to pay them. So if your claim is say, solution, is to get them money to generate electricity, and the existing one you're not getting money for them to generate electricity. So the problem is, if you create a problem to solve a problem, you end up solving two problems in your hands because you brought in a mobile plant to solve a problem. That mobile plant is still going to demand money to buy fuel, and you're not able to get money to buy the fuel for the existing one. So the question is, how are you going to get the money to run the new one? And to if you say problem now the buy so solve, why are you giving more than to buy something more solve? Fine.
Very well.
That is my level
3.28 minutes after 8. Final point is in here. Many engineer Peter Antwi Boasiako, indeed, or a politician and a former deputy director at the CTVET. Yeah, you can obey to my taking off. You're comfortable using.
Oh, I'm very much because we're
going to get this. And don't pay any more than that.
No, it's okay. Oh, Fabian.
Ghana, so yeah, that of money at Chicharo. Now, and then they call so party when neck call Shiaye and some proposal ebe toja. Nyakupon yadma more fixe and then boss me pepe wo Legon na maku take decisions. And I'm fashion say rant okay, mami yusu ni omo kasa hon say this decision blah 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 emwa. If we hear about bedroom hand, why this proposal?
Party no will be our home coin so can na say party take a decision na obi ekana dwen ho so decision na party no atake no one party no nya it's normal. There's nothing wrong with it. That does not mean that decision na party na take no wrong. The first will be because on a party nya adwen no and no just decision no no even Supreme Court cry it take decision or my judgment who cause we got judgment on my in fact I'm not just a Supreme Court. It's wrong. Wrong. No. So that's it. Part and you am panifo na mugo share no. Enye nipa miensa nipa nunu. Ghana ha yewo 275 constituencies. Constituency bia e wo chairman. Omo chairman bia nso e member of the National Council. And also pa ho all the former national executives obi a what department or national level bia pen. Why a general secretary, why a organizer, why a youth organizer, why also a member of the National Council. Obi a wabaya president da ewo party ni mu anase wokuta party franka a department ni da no wonso wo ho kwanso be member so anti president Kofo eka ho bi Nana Akufo-Addo ka ho bi Bawumia ka ho bi former Council of Elders only members and current members of Council of Elders only nyina members enti enipa na yeka ho asem no is about 400 people and yet just two or three people anyam kwadanso so that say and omako bobo asem ho and imagine say party and you know how ya no one way ache and when you do one thing every time the same way the results will be the same. Party no eyini ebebi baye na ye kotoba ayi flag bearer na eye chairman constituency chairman secretary any council of edipa baye emu no mako kan ho bom no mayi ye say number ni swa number no obi betimi atowo mo yen increase no yen na all the central executives to nyina mamu and e dem beka ho koyen mo na se da sla number ni swa yamane nkosoro and e de police station bia yes nipa mi emu and the Boko General, so almost your party executives, police station, and the police station, the Nippon, and the Nippon, almost concert, United Community, now, Omoko Trump and presidential candidate. Sabe a number because no being to me could trace the so there has been number of changes in 1992. Abba, so it being said after 2008, you come to a bar. You presidential candidate. And you probably 17, including Babaya Obijana and North America, or Casayu, Takanedi, no can be. Nipa 17. Or no, that's what flag bearer ready. And what America no. Okay, Anna, you couldn't even want to know. And what she and a party, yes, say constitution, you know. The constitution, and say ye trouble. Now say, Nipa, almost every year, Mutisa, or contested, number your flag bearer. Say, I am more than 5 party mpanifo efro mo super delegate aye national council for mpanifo mo kan mu yaba mu a na o makotoba na mayi first five no na afi ya bia mu bia oye delegate bia betubi na afi yi no be die mu sabe ya beto aba no so ye be ba ye no ya try no once ya try no second time ya try no 2014 okay time I be kwa koyi presidential candidate nipa by 5 and a koye and a issue super delegate and a komwa and yaba e mei ya sabe pin baby away suggesting I ban nyina say 2020 the year 2020 no nipa more than 5 no contest year no ya ko super delegate and no eko ma inchu jie ba mu aminti amanfo ayi omu film no man to omo ase bibre say omo ntiase kwan ebi mu kwotna se nipa kakra bi ekoyi nipa bi film no omo ntiase ebi kwa kan say nya wa ya de pa no na din kan na otoso mu no na otoso mu na omo kan sa just a whole lot of propaganda no go for it created a lot of problems. And the Saudi America say there has been a number of suggestions say sa super delegate no you feel party mpanifo America some material free in constituency for Obia say super delegate no you feel what I agree 100% with them. Super delegate no I'm sure said the next national who defense what defense what any 100 kwa mu nyankoto we are 2 years no would be away that's all simple na ekoto kakra bi na afi ekofa bi mu kotua sika ma obi bi tu twan tro se ekotua 100,000 Ghana cedis ma obi pa ba ko bia bi okra se obi V8 obi kura timi ka se ye ma no $800 million $800 million say on step down no being a whole lot of lies and I'm go for kaya ye emeyi ko isa ni na fi ho say ebi say e be presidential candidate na o fi say o be contest ni petunta o monko so that say
so super delegate we say ni do nya ya yin
no it definitely going to go. I mean me propose I'm trying now one of them and I
also try proposal for
a lot of them and some most of them is going to be implemented so that say now but be a big justice here you who say party no constitution say your opposition your flag bearer no it can say not less than 2 years before the general elections. Now she say 24 months and sana ya to about general election no it can say your flag bearer under that which means say you to general election year 7th December no from 8th onwards at the 8th we bet me and also say the next 6 months you to about a flag bearer. The party allows that. There's no restriction on the constitution. I mean on the party say you to about general election we na say you be flag bearer yen twanya ma ebeka be 2 months ama 2 years no you be ko general election no aso ansa na ko constitution say before you be to about 2 years no we have 2 years window to elect our flag bearer. And immediately after general election, the general secretary, the party can meet and decide, say, next 6 months, you could flag bearer because you could flag bearer. Say, I now so 6 months and sana dana eleba trabano yakoto. So immediately from the 8th of every December of any election year, no, we can announce. The party can announce. So I say, there is no restriction. Say, if you say you caught to aba na omo hono omo fu wansa ansa afofura omo hono omo ba no be decide when the best choice of flag bearer. There's nowhere in the constitution of NPP. Near can say if you say you flag bearer 2 years before the general election. And so if a political party there must not be any time you want vacuum party in terms of leadership. Constitution, actually say a bra flag bearer our party no. The person who is the leader of the party is the national chairman. National chairman so you can and the picture and to ballot people so national you can swaba.
But na constitution
that is what the constitution says, and that is what.
So munyan changing in it, yes.
Yes, and I'm trying to bring out the negatives in maintaining such a thing, because even if the national chairman is maintained as a leader of the party within 2 years now, there is no way we do any picture every ballot people say Ghana had nipa people for yeah cotton swabani. Unless any panel or resign no contest near the Ndiba. But the national chairman or don't you didn't to people biaso. The only person whose name and picture will go on the ballot paper will be the flag bearer. So in between chairman and the leader of the party. Now the party say there was time 2 years to elect a flag bearer there. I didn't know in them. Say in them it has positives. Positive now, but the woman said, a bema queen and a nipana or your flag bearer. No, what torn whom our Ghana. I feel so. Someone look and say, I can't say when the opposition leaders is here. The nipa will be able to say NPP, Dr. Boasiako, because he was the flag bearer before. So that's it. And or Kasasa as a leader of the party, or as a former flag bearer, or as a former vice president, or what? So that's it. So we don't have to maintain the vacuum there before we spend long time and send the flag bearer. Wabra you whole can say within 6 months, within 1 year, within 8 months, you book a leader who will be seen as a legitimate opposition leader to the government. Or can't send a moody. And I'm putting for them. That's a good idea. Argentina, there was a coin. Not party no constitution. And my whole say it's me to about a big partner. Let's utilize that opportunity. Putting for Ghana constituency in putting for President Kufuor, former president, or only no Jones Arabi. That's a good idea. And it's Zadia. Young Korean in Tem. You're going in Tema. Idea back on a prevent and say you got to about Ghana. Now, Obiako General, me personally, party no, Obianim say, on Obey flag bearer no, or Simon and me contesting. Until I say, Prime Minister, Kofu be the issue. Leaders leading adequate campaign. So, Sahadiano, see if you now say we have one leader party no Ayina. Won't to go jam on thing case say person you know. Me support no.
There be still
No, because Sahani Pana Yayimu or no and I am the leader of the party. So nobody can claim say men no way side. And that Moses can side, we need to way side. No say at the division but even in a local level now, promise no because the factions will be there. This person belongs to this faction, this person belongs to this faction. But when we have a leader, no one can go and claim, say, I have come in the name of this person because may no one camp. Nobody can do that. It removes that thing from there. And sir, positive woman at Dawson. Now, I say almost say, look, party, you know, but it can say a trouble. Now, you the leader of the party. The better bank for the Nippon air. And the party says, okay, young Shas, you for being free from that. I'm not delegate, 5 more, not a constituency central executive, and now only a delegate. In this uncle phone, they come boom, now Omako Twaba, now only flag bearer. And I expand there and I could do police station executives for so I from delegate. So, and now you used to almost edit Twaba. Until almost Echo Twabana, the way you done on a flag bearer. Say, I'm not say, say, Echo Twaba flag bearers is here. A coin member, Emma, Yabasako Twaba, near another group of people, almost every delegate. Say, Uncle for the next 4 years. Say, Twaba, almost about Twaba. Now, say, you're near by one, on the top and flag bearer, and son almost at Thomas Oba, now Mako. Somebody on the coast, because normally even the delegate Mukano. So if you share statistics and information, Obu delegate for more than 20 years, and yet, or that's a delegate. Because normally the system is skewed in the way, say, Obu grant to me, the constituency, maybe, or no, Manano, Mukunu, Mama, no, Emma, Nibaba, Ekunu. How many 5 delegates? No, one police station. So they are always there. And say October is here police station now. I'm telling you, more than 80% of the people will be the same people. They are always there. It doesn't make much difference. No, the constitution says your whole can say the current delegate you tell me assign edit to aba the flag bearer. The constitution never says say a trouble you are. It was a woman almost trouble a flag bearer. You trouble you only feel hot, and I say sister woman, and I say maintain woman, and suddenly a trouble near flag bearer. No, there is nowhere in the constitution that says that we should do that. I don't think say akonya no ho. Na say nipa na ye betu omo trouble you know. Omo 2 year. Omo ho kwan say maintain you feel ha. The next 4 years omo baba no. Omo ho kwan say omo sa trouble. Now omo the flag bearer. So we go back to the same principle now, but this time in a very opposite way, which works almost the same. And to be who the entire that there's no negative about the whole idea.
Ebinimu ka say wako thank you to. Mudi nipa ba kompako. Not to say na sa oye campaign or turn ho. Obaya within the 6 months so say ye kwa kotoaba. Tam ben na we num na so benya da kwa koye.
The decision of Baonia to go for a thank you to it wasn't a national council's decision. It was the former flag bearer. And a party, your traditional improbable crazy. Say, oye Agyemang na so bi Agyemang e twese o danase me bo a Bible say ade nyina mu yan fast da manyankopon anu nti se nipa nipa na opi abonten ko gina la mu ebi mu ye adwuma although ya nwene but people really worked na se won dina ko show appreciation na che se wan kasa no won nipa yesuso so kra party no any first time you lose 1992 ye ko ye boycott ye eno no nchinje ye kotro ho ngoma ye lose 1996 yeah the code 1996 I kotro aba yesesan ye no the new leader also call e no kodase say ya to aba ma no ye call 2000 ye win ye no president Kufuor went round to thank Ghanaians onu to wa wonya wi no o sa kodase 2008 Lucian no na Kufuor okodance okodase ye call 2012 ye Lucian no na Kufuor okodase 2020 ye call ye ye Lucian na say the leader oye the leader of the party no I 2024 the flag bearer of the party I vice president Bawumia onu so kwa akoda Ghana fo ase say me damase say mu jai no nyina na mo ko gina la mu etu aba e de maame say do so say no so me damase mo anu ye adwuma e de boa me during the campaign me damase mo amu church na mo mama dwun me de ye me niema me damase say have you everything to say ekofa no papa na obi ese the leader na ye de ne call ye okodase no on tiase because o feel say nipa no o kwan say o sa contest view nti man ho kwan say on kodase anyen bia ni bebe no enye say bio obi adwin won team no dey kasa so we na why must this be a problem why must this me sempa adwin na we it was a problem you can ho sama ebe pom nei Bawumia akoye thanks I call thank you to now buy no Bawumia did not dictate to the National Council for say yenko shiemu na yanyintum at the end of the day 275 no MPs no president I vice president all the concrete obi say mo ba mo nyina mo nyintum ana is that what we are saying vice president onu ena ka kire the former president Nana Akufo-Addo say Nana oba bajitum Bawumia na ka kire nza Bawumia ena ka kire the former general secretary Kwabena Japan say oba masa wa nyantuma aba me de be hwe ni bi o to so akaza yemiankasa minia he's a member of the National Council nti Bawumia na ka kire so oba bajitum say yansisa ekwan fa so to abanana onu nyina ni diemu ene o madwemu ene nya ehu be hiama party no ene ni nyina akotena ya o modwen ho enti adenti na nei ebi mo try so me kan say anubia Bawumia na akan che o mo say o mo ko take this decision no you see but me ebi mo kan say there will be chaos in the party will be divided o mo bra
I can say
I attacking the ground to say you could take decision no you could do na party will be divided. There will be there will be a division. There will not be any division. I agree on the team was against it. It will never happen.
Now, one is Boasiako say you sit down in free Roma form.
Party Agyemang I party Agyemang I we are working on human beings. Sure, 2020.
I say more support to Bawumia no. It's like
no.
Every decision I will be an amoja to this is not sana mo ye na mo ko but you will say
what the man baba
na executives need baba bia
executives then we are not talking about the steering committee only national executive we are talking about the National Council. The National Council anyam kodawo
want to say see before that regional chairman for ina ko shesha nkrofo
one can actually won ko sha ho fie on fie mo ko jai on ko jai ho fie no on ko jai ho fie on ko jai kai. You see this propaganda this kind of propaganda me tie small boys bo am kasama ayi kana Japan ti radio so na ensema nkurano kano nkurano eka edugu party no fi edugu the immediate past flag bearer no fi no obi was but go fi fa and no manya na omo kasa nsen we but obi na asho mu kutupa na omo nyina agene say anya bi person asi dia e na emu nyina. That kind of mentality is what we need to delete from the minds of people. I didn't say the people say I need the person who did that and they can bless them more than so I dream a treacherous mind. I dream bunny and I be saying the people and nobody is idea because look, sure, Massa, about 20 quarter about me go you. So what you almost said that it cost millions of dollars just to sabotage the flag bearer. Hey, I'm telling you.
Now nobody was catching your vice president.
Oh. But me anya sikani a odi tu ho sa
no be a sikani wo mo ko jina
a lot of yes can I Japan wo sikani on kwara kan bia I got card I got money on kan bia I got card
mo position na mo so na ye de mo ina support papa
we support me say you see my minister there here 2023 members of parliament for your idea.
Yes, say muchi mo yesa na mo kona mo san kolu so o mbegwa mo.
I will here for we probably are one person party we dey and e kasa say mo. You see political party enya Agyemang na dey o. When you lose an election you've lost. Accept it. Me just say ebi mo SC party no say omo ayemi ni mu dia and I'm telling you, if you listen to some almost come from one then the person went to a party in Nipana. 2000 at time members of parliament focus here. Say Yansasa Minister for Finance.
Yeah.
Ghana for say and if I know can be and Yansasa no among for being so because name answers no more no. Oh, that is what some people are saying. That's what the research is saying. And maybe about 83% of the members of parliament, 83%, and the Omaba Bonte and Negri, I see, you have to put it a cremo. And you cannot only do you share put a cremo. You're doing not to Senyaso. Now, you share, you
out of 88, you know. Out of 7 Bemos are 83%.
83 no 67.
But BC 23.
And the campaign.
Were you there?
I was there. And I was there, sir. I was more than 60. There were about 7. I was there right myself. I'm telling you. So I say. No. Oh, I mean, I'm on Facebook. What I put on my Facebook. So I say. Now, sir, 67, no. About 8. And I see they don't want to declare their position yet. Obviously, say, the minority leader. I mean, he is a fine gentleman, only leader of the party in parliament, it's quite understandable. So I say. If you say you say almost 80, you are Kanachi. That's fine. So I say, but if the majority of members of parliament today are saying, say, you should put a criminal, you did Nipa no almost a person beginning a goose and yasono. You who say Nipa Babuay, permanent now in 2028, as a Dr. Mamu Baumia. It is telling you something,
including you.
I'm not a member of parliament.
But you, we are part of the political
I
party.
support 100%.
So you think Dr. Baumia beat Magic Power 2020?
Look, I have that is unfair. Say, if anybody can convince me, say, looking at this, this person can do better than Baumia, I will be the campaign manager for that person. But so far, none of them. Sure. 2024 election.
But you said this even before 2024 election, Anna.
I said.
Said Dr. Baumia is the best person to win.
Definitely, yes.
And if you didn't say,
who Nipa our party who could trap millions. Google say Nipa na use a flag bearer. Me they could
No, you don't have that evidence. So
my brother, I don't need to tell you this.
No, I won't take this.
Okay. Even if you're not accepting the money fact, let me tell you something. If you're a member of the party, Nasa who could Ghana for him. Nasa who catch Ghana for say party them doesn't be anymore. Woman a wabamu. Now only ya crew for papa, they're stealing money and they're stealing state properties. Nasa who catch handsome way, actually Ghana for any party delegates. Say party na, many person buy a flag bearer, They are stealing money. In fact, some of them, they stole so much. Say, they wanted to bribe me with $800 million. So, Mr. Put down. You say this to Ghanaians, and you wanted Ghanaians to go and vote for that political party?
It's a more marginal economy than $1 to a banner.
A
lot of Ghanaians.
Look, about a
businessman.
About a genuine
so then I won't cut dollar, I will
come back.
Yeah, what 6 minutes ago.
And let me just say, about to is natural debris. But I'm telling you why anybody can take a decision not to vote for the political party. Huh? So what can I say? Nipa ye mo born home. Don't say or ye political desire no. Say nipa no. He's a political desire. My foot. Nasa addiction
because of maybe or the dollar no economy.
But I'm not a finance minister.
He was the economic.
Do you know the meaning of economic management team?
But now you know as soon as can say Sebi ye dollar the way news you are watching the idea shebo to my.
Yes.
The
meaning was
me take
and what me say.
And on one soon as I catch
that doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, the luckiest vice president. The president Manetimaye Jumapa.
That's and the evidence are there. But the point I'm making is apart from dollar now, we blame for no. All other things, I don't know. Appreciate it. Obini say, "Sir, the translation or the back Ghana, I'm a name.
I didn't tell you engine as one trouble.
And of course, yes. And now, Papa no can say here can say. Or research, I will say, 1 out of 5. Etuma your mama no. Who share votes of your mama 2020.
For 3 minutes can end this. Yeah, time now.
Who share results no 2020 no. Now the results 2024 now. The mama the votes I appreciate not more than 120,000. Not 120,000. Enti sawoka sa 1 out of 5 bia etoma no na. Na je say etwese nko onya more than 1.2 million. Etwese nke be kan de no because o mo na to abama MPP 2020 na 2024 o mo to ma Agyemang. And so the vote ban go so that analysis no any correct. So that's it. Now the can you say me se ehwe ye go to about 2028. So we go to about nipa 9. Me a me make aka ho no me wo 41% egu box no me ho kwasa me fa na me kwa this election na 3 a omo me be ko no omo so obia kuta 0 e na ode ba say yen to me so aba na nfa nko 20 why na ka be to no
engineer this is not true.
I don't know true.
Listen, MPP party ekuta 40 na wo can not the leader. David. We say we ultimate MPP party. So are you telling me say MPP party no? And the kuta sa number. And your leader no. And your leader no kotu soba. Two parties say leader. And then leader na. And can power for by MPP nipa.
It is possible to bring that less than 20%.
It is an party kuta 20%.
Nipa na budi yeni.
Nipa na when your leader. So party ni.
Nipa na odi yeni no. Party no na 41% eda ho.
Ebisua na can power frank obisua nipa so benya.
Ebisua anu so na me ka say ebisua. Say ebisua yentu fan kan say.
You know they can say who they can say
evidence now. The evidence available is
say ebia kan nipa benya 20.
But let's look at the fact. The fact available. Somebody has 41%.
The number is for the party, not the candidates.
That is the point I'm making. If it is for the party, it has made 40% for the party. Now, so we didn't now cut just 9% under 10%. Or they can come here when they know. Well, I'm not going to go.
Every cent power for so backward 20%.
Every cent 20% or the 20% or the mama coffee.
And that's all my.
So that's it. So
engineer.
Vamos a ver una vez una express por que me Japón. Most of them. Na some two more.
Na people ba ko na kaza most of them know.
No, I thought that has here only better how has he. I mean most of them you all do propaganda from them. Most of them. Because the other time
will tell me pa.
I'm telling you it's true. Most of your comments are all in favor of Japan. But I'm telling you.
No, my I tell listen.
So I'm not
that's the point.
Oh, no, that's a fact. No, that's a fact. No, 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 police are here. I didn't say no.
What do you mean, Kasa?
And my meaning thing is that
because of Ghana. Evidence. What is so be a cassette Dr. Bomio Fiada?
No, so but I say, sir, Agyemang, National Council for Korean and I influencer. Are you not affecting his integrity? It's not affecting his integrity.
Okay, say Baumia.
See, a year Baumiantin almost Agyemang.
I say Baumiantin almost Agyemang. No, Cassam Crawford, I will be a good Jessica 1 million. And I'm it was so Casama Dr. Baumia. Yeah, and Casam Mobia. Producer say me ncha mo 5 minutes mon frère. We producer dio. Agyemang na me kan 0303944864 0303944864 mama MTN no 0303864 na me den kama sorry anes about producer say me mamo and 0243204059 0243204059 and 0244780701. Hello, my first caller. Good evening, net saying.
Hello, good evening.
One so mama why?
Good evening, the governor.
Yes, sir.
The governor read the one we are Kwabena Kadepi Mamu.
Ye we are tamunti bonita na yanko.
Yo, governor, the meeting is there. Upetunya ya Kabu. Oh, there was there. When a funny man, I'm wishing I come home. The rest of them are trouble with. Yes, I know what trouble with. Yes, me what I know. So, everything in Ghana say, thank you for no. Omo kasa, omo ye kasa Emma Ken. No, omo kasa about me. But me for no to start. Omo kasa ye, but me ye. Omo so kasa Jackson. Any the rest of our party, the governor only yamin man.
Oh, me das is also for. Hello, good evening. Let's say.
Good evening, the governor.
Yes, sir. When
you are from Jansma, I break my way.
Yanko straight, Yanko.
If you are Obama, will be a Mexiano. And I said, I don't know. So, I somehow model to Africano. Yesterday, said Dr. Baumia, watching over racing. If I'm at Majo, the Omupa, dear. Yes, you said, back me better because I never a costo, animals are costo to swap. The mouth for that is you know. Now, yes, Papa Baumia, and yeah, they be only a midwife with us.
Yamin can so you're petty chairman. Now, bet this will be more. Okay, producer knows me, mama, 5 minutes now for some import. Can't seem be actually Papa. That's all homo bia. Nyankopon mutu so no your case. Nyankopon ya no Monday be share. When start thinking finger na first. Na